Welcome back. Brand new season of The Rose Show, playing Fantasy Bachelorette on the Rose League. Continues to be the best way to play live scored Fantasy Bachelor, Bachelorette, Golden Bachelor, BIP. Got it all. New season, Jen is our Bachelorette. I am still very much learning all of these guys, so you'll have to bear with me on that for a couple episodes. A couple quick housekeeping things. Rules have been changed and updated just to make things run a little bit smoother. There's a lot of subjectivity that has found its way into the rules just over time. So there's just some language fixes to shape that up a little bit. So be sure to check that out before you set your lineups. Season long, we'll go live for night 2. We'll put out the listings following the eliminations night 1, so that'll get going there as well. You can catch me here on this Club 602 channel every week for picks. Playing around with the idea of doing some live stuff following episodes, but it's really just going to depend on how it shakes out. It's tough to live score for 2 hours. Ooh, what was me? I am excited for Jen's season. There seems to be a little more engagement from people outside of the regular Bachelor crowd. Let me know in the comments if you see that in your leagues or if you get new people involved. Always ways to get compensated for your entries. If you follow some of our stuff, check out Chainlink, check out Club 602. Any of the stuff that kind of runs through our channels, you might find some free entries laying around. So definitely like, follow, subscribe, depending on the platform. You can find us just about everywhere. Club 602 in one form or another. And Chainlink is our sports game. So if you're in sports, Chainlink is where it's at. Kind of a streak for the cash-esque game with your ESPN from the old days. But night 1, the best night, my favorite night. Well, I like Fantasy Suites too. Night 1, there's a lot of guys. 25 guys. We're going to have 7 eliminations night 1. Everyone's priced the same because no one's scored any points yet. So you can really do this however you want. If you are new to my show, this show, we do spoilers. We do a lot of spoilers. So all the public service announcement stuff's out of the way. So now you can depart if spoilers are not your thing. We're going to get right into it though. 5, 4, 3, 2. All spoilers now. Start my lineup with Sam M. Sam is going to get the first impression rose. Gotta have him in your lineup. Those points are huge. We haven't seen a whole lot else from him. He's going to do something to get the first impression rose. Not sure if she gets any kisses night 1 or not. But obviously if she is kissing guys, the guy who gets the first impression rose is probably a pretty good candidate for that. So got to have Sam in your lineup. For me, my second's going to be Aaron. And the reason for that is because I think he's going to get this Bachelor Nation, America's Hero kind of edit. He departs relatively early in the show. And I think in order to have that full impact, the edit they're going to give him is going to be a beneficial edit. So slot Aaron in for me. Next two are Devin and Marcus. And this is really just a depth play. We call it depth of competition here if you're new. They both go pretty far along, is all I'll say. So not knowing a whole lot about night 1, I know I want them in my lineup just because of what they could potentially bring to the table. And then my 5th pick is Spencer. He has an early one-on-one early on in the season, so it's kind of like just a chemistry play. You're not going to get an early one-on-one unless there's some kind of click or spark. Generally speaking, unless she hates him and wants to eliminate him early, but that's not what happens. So that's an early chemistry play for me. Night 1, he might just be in the mix for that first impression rose and make enough of an impression on her where he's going to get that early one-on-one. So Sam M, Aaron, Devin, Marcus, Spencer for me for week 1. Drop your lineup either at me on Twitter or in the comments here. I love talking night 1 lineups because there's really no wrong way to build it as long as you have the first impression rose. So let me know who you've got. I'd like to see some debate. And you can also drop your lineups on the Rose League Discord. You can find a link to that Discord on any of the Rose League's channels. This is the Rose Show, 602 Rose Show. And we'll get into the swing of things here. Be on the lookout for an updated season-long strategy episode if I have time. If not, I'll link it. I can never remember. I'll link it. It'll be on your screen. You can go and watch that. And if you just kind of want an idea for how the show gets flowing as the lineups get a little tougher, all the back catalog episodes are out there. So I will try to have these posted as early as possible in the week. But if there's new news or we're waiting on trailers, it might fall into like Saturday or Sunday. So keep the notifications on YouTube, and the second it uploads, it'll push right to your phone. And you can never miss a show. Thanks for joining the 602 Rose Show. I'm excited, guys. I'm pumped for this one. So give me those lineups. Get your friends to sign up. If you have a whole bunch of friends who don't like Bachelor but they like fantasy, just send them my way. We'll talk shop for a little bit. It's the only live scored game out there. Have fun. Lock those lineups. TikTok.